What up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brendan Halbom. This is All American Maker, and today we're going to be unpacking a box from Turkey Run Knife Co., which is one of my customers that I actually make products for. But I'm excited because we're going to be opening up this box and checking out one of his knives and doing a little bit of testing of the blade wax and the leather balm that I actually created for them. So let's get at it. So here's the package. His logo really big on it, looks really nice. I think that's awesome. So let's open this up and check it out. There's his website, turkeyrunknifeco.com. And there's the box with his logo on it too. That's really nice branding and packaging. Great job, man. So we'll open up the tape and get a first look at this knife. Ho-ho! We've got more stickers. Thank you so much, Brendan. Turkey Run Knife Co. This is a high carbon steel tool, clean in oil after use, especially in wet conditions. So we're actually going to use the blade wax that I make for him on this knife as soon as we're done with this unboxing. A Band-Aid just in case. And we've got the bag, Turkey Run Knife Co., also branded, stamped by him. And here is the knife. This is absolutely gorgeous work. He's got proudly made in USA, Turkey Run Knife Co. And he's got another card inside here, certificate of authenticity, Jake, 18 CRV2, handle material, bow coat wood, brass pins. I think I said that right. Well, who knows. Finish date June 5th, 2025. Handmade by Landon Mook. That's awesome. And I might have totally butchered your last name as well, but sorry, dude. I think that's how you say it, but I could be totally wrong. I really like this FD Topo Kydex sheath that he's got going on for this. And here's the knife. That is sweet. You can see he's got his turkey foot logo right in there. But that's a nice little knife. My hands are pretty big, so my pinky's down here. For the most part, I think that would be okay. And you could always add a lanyard bead on here to have a little additional grip, but I think that's really nice. I love the curvature of the blade. That would be really great for like skinning a deer, or in this case, a turkey. And those brass pins in there are really nice. I like that brass there as well. It's pretty sweet. So it came with the Kydex sheath, but he actually sent me one of his leather sheaths as well. I think this might be an older logo that he has, but there's the new one. And here we've got one of his leather sheaths. These are actually made by Badger Claw Outfitters, who I just did a video of on some of his pouches that he makes. But this is like a deep carry sheath, which is really nice. And that fits really nicely right in there. Stick that in there and it doesn't come out, which is nice. I think that'll work really nicely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to apply some blade wax to the knife and some leather balm to the sheath so that you guys can see how I do it and check out the blade wax and leather balm that I made for Turkey Run Knife Co. Okay, so we're gonna start with the blade wax. This is made for Turkey Run Knife Co., Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. 100% grown and manufactured in the USA with beeswax and raw flaxseed oil. Definitely grab one of these off of his website because you'll definitely need it for your knife. If you use it regularly, you want to make sure that it helps prevent rusting, shines up the blade, and makes it a lot easier to clean as well. So, rub around on the top, kind of warm it up so that it's more pliable. Then you're going to want to take a shop rag, rub around on top, and then just apply it to the knife. Make sure that you always go away from the blade so that you don't cut yourself. I cut myself all the time, even though I do this all the time. Apply it liberally, like you don't need to be preserving the wax and making it last longer. You want to make your knife last longer. You can always buy more wax. And get it in this jimping here along the spine. Like, you can even apply it to the handle, because this formula is actually really good for wood too. So don't worry about getting it on the whole knife. And then kind of wipe off the excess a little bit. And there you go. Let it set for a little bit, and it'll actually fill in any pitting that's in the steel or anything that's in the wood. Not that there will be, but if you use your knife, there is going to be some wear and tear, so that'll actually really help it a lot. And next we'll do the leather balm. Next up, we've got the leather balm. Obviously, same info on top, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, Turkey Run Knife Co. 100% grown and manufactured in the USA with beeswax, beef tallow, and cold-pressed sunflower oil. So this is 100% grown in USA. With both the leather balm and the blade wax, I have made sure that I source the ingredients from family-run farms so that I actually know where it's coming from and the quality. So let's open this up. I've actually been using this leather balm a little bit, but as you can see, you can either scrape it or rub around on top to grab some. It's actually a bit warmer today, so I'm going to use my hand actually and just apply this to the leather. And you can see almost instantly that the leather gets a little bit darker when you apply the leather balm. But that's okay, because what that's doing is that's actually giving it a little bit of waterproofing and bringing moisture to the leather so that it doesn't crack. The beef tallow that's in the leather balm is actually natural to the leather, so it's essentially revitalizing it with ingredients and materials that are originally found in the cowhide. And you want to be able to apply it everywhere on the sheath and make sure that you get it all. And then just give it a good 30 to 60 minutes to soak into the leather so that it cannot be sitting on the surface of the leather, but rather soak in before you start using it again. It might feel a little oily or slippery, but that's okay. As it soaks that leather balm in, it'll be really good for it and give it some waterproofing qualities, which are also really good. There is the application and use of the leather balm on one of his sheaths, and I think that turned out really nicely. It'll obviously soak in more as time goes on, and also it'll take a little bit longer if it's really humid out like it is here, but I think that turned out really nicely. Well, there you go, guys. There's a first look at the Jake by Turkey Run Knife Co. Obviously, you guys can come up with your own applications for how you would use this knife. I'm not going to go into detail or heavy use or anything, because ultimately, you guys are going to pick a knife based on what it can do and the price point. But I wanted to showcase this knife because I think it's an incredible design. It's very unique to Turkey Run Knife Co. And I also wanted to showcase the application of the blade wax and the leather balm that are both products that I manufacture and make right here in Jamestown, New York for Turkey Run Knife Co. If you guys want to check out Turkey Run Knife Co. and everything that he has to offer, including this Jake knife, go check out his website. I'm going to link that below this video, as well as his Instagram, so that you guys can give him a follow. If you guys want to support this channel financially, go check out allamericanmaker.us for all of the products that I make. And one of the easiest things that you guys can do that costs absolutely nothing to support this channel is please subscribe and click the bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day.